When it comes to ranking things on a scale of reliability, having to depend on a singer falls somewhere in between a Southwest Airlines itinerary and my instincts with cryptocurrency. So, 30 Day Singer has asked me to take their course. They sponsored this video to take like a 30-day course to see if I can become a better singer, because I would like to be able to do a little bit more myself. I can sing a little bit, but after having the luxury of playing and performing with like really phenomenal singers, I now know what my weaknesses are. I can kind of like hear where I'm pitchy, where before I just didn't even know if I was like out of key and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take this course, and we're just gonna talk about what I learned, if this is maybe like a good investment for you to do. So let's just get right to it, okay? So here's the website. Like I said, they gave me like an access trial to kind of do this and sponsor this video. So you get to choose between different instructors for the beginner courses. I already did some legwork on here. Like, you'd always want to go with the girl first, but you should probably choose a guy if you're a guy or a girl if you're a girl, because, your vocal range is going to sit in a different spot. So I'm sorry, Camille, but I'm going to have to go with one of the fellas. So this guy, John, has a guitar that he plays with, which is cool, but I actually watched a couple videos with each of them, and I think my man Jonathan Esterbrooks is the guy. I just really like his style, even though he has like more of like an operatic Juilliard musical background, which isn't really what I do. I just kind of totally dig his teaching, so we're going to just kind of take some stuff, go through it, and I'm going to do this for 30 days and see how it turns out. Let's hit it. Healthy vocal technique.
Hello and welcome to lesson 4. We're going to be talking about healthy vocal technique, but before we do that, I want to add in an exercise to our little regiment. The basic V exercise in the pattern 5, 3, 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. So on a simple, relaxed V, releasing that tongue and that jaw. Say that for me. V.
V.
V. Good. V, 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 V. Together now. Good breath. V, 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 V. Wonderful. Now, proper alignment is key. If we have our shoulders too high, too far forward, or too far back, that can create a lot of tension, which affects our breathing and ultimately the quality of the sound that we're making. So finding a nice, even, healthy posture is great. Keeping those knees bent, keeping the pelvic bone released, finding that nice, even position, keeping your shoulders released as well, not holding them too high, finding a little bend in the knees. We want to think of being in the body.
So the thing that I've gathered from the first couple of lessons is the physicality and like the breathing stuff is probably a little more important than I have paid attention to just in my own singing journey. What I do like is that he gives you exercises that you can kind of do on your own. I feel like I'm better as a self-learner, so I would rather someone show me how to do an exercise instead of always following along. So it's nice that I kind of like having a piano that I can kind of just mirror what he's doing. So like, and then kind of like match pitch how he's doing it, but then just kind of do it like on my own. So I'm going to practice that kind of stuff on my own with just, my own stuff. And then I'll check back in after a few more lessons. All right, so checking back in here with the singing progress. Aside from just like actually taking a course, the best thing to do is to get out there and actually play. So I've been making a much greater attempt to get out there and sing myself. I don't really like busking by myself just because I would much rather have a partner do it. But every time that we've been going, I've just been taking, giving the singer a break and then just doing like my own set.
To show the things I meant to say. Reminds me of someone that I used to know before my feathers turned to stone. Love was blood and not in bone. That's what she reminds me of. Green as as the thumb of the gardener is poor, as the cliff tops that give way to shore, jagged rocks that are centuries worn, an emerald stone. And now the stone shines for no one. Stashed away under the power and cover of sea, controlled by the moon, we'll find a way soon to return again.
And I've been using that as a way to kind of chart my progress in conjunction with taking the courses. In fact, the most recent course that I took, which is actually outside of the 30-day beginner course that I was taking, the same instructor has another kind of like mini course on just like intonation. And I was noticing that in some of the live stuff, like I was flat, even though in the moment I felt like I was on it, but then I would like go back and listen to it and I'm like a little flat, right? And one of the most interesting things that I learned from the intonation class was that the amount of space in your mouth actually plays a role on your intonation, right? So one thing that I noticed upon reviewing the film of me singing, which again, maybe that's something that you want to do, is maybe just videotape yourself singing and then password protect it so no one will ever see it, is I wasn't really opening my mouth enough. And like I said, the instructor was saying that like even just like having enough like space in your mouth can kind of like mess with your intonation and just kind of like the amount of air that you're like kind of using with your breath, right? So like again, the go-to one that I think is like easy for me to sing is that song in Emeryld Stone, which I played on the channel a lot, right? Oh, how the hills in the mist seem to speak of a tale that is not yet complete. And one thing that I've been working on is actually opening my mouth more, because what I noticed with the videos, I was like, oh, of a tale that is not yet complete, bonds that are soon to be born. And like I wasn't really opening an emerald stone, my mouth at all. It just looked like I was just kind of like speaking. You wouldn't even know my mouth was open sometimes. In fact, sometimes it even looked like a bad lip sync thing. So one thing I've been working more on is opening my mouth, which you'd think that I would have learned that naturally, but oh, how the hills in the mist seem to speak of a tale that is not yet complete, bonds that are soon to be born. And I can already tell just like by doing that and just kind of like I can feel my breath and make the connection way better than I used to do. And that was just, again, that was like in the context of the amount of information in that course, it seemed like a throwaway tip, but it's just like, it just made so much sense to me as soon as I saw it. Like, yeah, I don't open my mouth when I actually sing. So that's just one thing that you might want to kind of like take into consideration, because that's a quick tip that definitely helped me out. But again, still a work in progress. All right, so I've actually been taking this on the road and finishing up the course there. And I gotta say, the things that definitely helped me out the most were having an in-tune instrument to match pitch with. Okay, so aside from just like the exercises, just kind of like running along the scales, like if we just do like A major, just like singing the notes like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and then just trying to match pitch. I feel like I'm getting a better ear, work in progress, like I said, a better ear like when I'm on it and when I'm off it. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this. Definitely check it out in the description. It's not an affiliate link or anything. They sponsored this video, but if you want to check it out, go for it. If not, whatever. But confidence is the main thing. You know what I mean? So like anything else in life, whatever endeavor you choose to pursue it with confidence. Anybody can do it. Some people are going to have the easier time than others, but anybody can do it. Anybody can improve. Even as someone who has, kind of sang on and off a lot over the years, I feel like making a dedicated effort to be thoughtful about it has improved my understanding of it, and also just kind of like my confidence of it. So get out there, do it. I'm going to try playing kind of the new song I'm working on and trying to incorporate some of what we have going on, even though my posture is just going to be on this hotel bed. But we're just going to kind of knock it out and see what we got. Is it reflex from an action? Or instinct in my blood? It draws me into fiction that I find myself hard on. From a seat of hesitation to a badly rattled cage comes a confidence and purpose with division underway. Why else would you be in my window? An involuntary movement, a look then look away, embracing in the subtext and feeling our way through the pathways words can't navigate. This is my reflection on your palm, and your reaction cannot stop. Time is just energy set into motion, pointed away. Why else would you be in my window? This is my reflection on your pond, and your reaction cannot stop. Time is just energy, and choice is a reflex. Pointed away from us now.